Good evening, all. Today, I would like to discuss about the performance of algorithm on different depth locations of our delamination. In the previous report, what we have tested, we do have sensing points on the very top layer. Our test bed is a 8-layer composite that you can see here. The stacking sequence is 0, 45, minus 45, 90, and symmetry at 90. This is 8-layer composite, and this is the scanned region. You can see that the bright color. And the scan region is, I just captured the nodes of top nodes of the first layer. So that means our sensing points are on the top side of the very first layer. And we seeded the delamination at different layers, and we have tested the its performance. So this is the one, and this is the very first case. We kept all the sensors on the top layer, and we changed the delamination depth. The blue line indicates this line. The blue line indicates the delamination located in between L12. These are the POD curves obtained when the delamination is located in between layer 1 and 2. And layer 2, 3 and layer 1, 2 is almost performing same. And for say third one, yeah, layer 3, 4 also performing well, but not as good as the other two. Whenever you are coming down, I mean, whenever you location of the delamination is going down, I mean, when you increase the depth for L45, it is almost parallel to x-axis. This is 0, L45, L56, and L67 all again performing little bit. So except L12, L23, L34, and the performance is very bad. If you see the POD, what we have done, we have captured, we thresholded the 90% of POD POD curves here. We have thresholded the 90% to the POD curves, and these are the points we got. And this is the delamination layer, I mean, delamination location. If it is located in between 1 and 2, that point corresponds to the 1.5. If 2.3 means 2.5 means it is in between 2 and 3. The delamination is seeded. X-axis is the delamination location, and y-axis is 90% of POD optimum points which are obtained after the thresholded to the 90% of POD curve. So in order to increase the performance here, if we use only top layer as a sensor placement, only you may identify the defect which are located in between layer 1, 2, 2, 3, and 3, 4. After that, we may not find any. It is highly difficult to identify the defect other than these three layers. So in order to improve the performance for different layers, we proposed two things. First one is we have to paste the sensors on top side and bottom side. That is one set of placement. Another set of placement is instead of keeping on top and bottom, we can paste it in the middle layer. That means in between layer 4 and 5. While during the stacking sequence itself, during before curing process itself, while laying while laying the layers at the time itself, we can paste the sensors to that one. So these are the performance for different layers again. For this one, if we observe that almost all the periodic each curve corresponds to the different depth of delamination. Here, this L12 and L78 is almost performing well, and as well as L23 and L67, all are mapped here. Out of it, 4 are performing well, and remaining one is L34 and L56. These two lines corresponds to L56 and L34, and this is also performing well. But coming to the L45, it is almost parallel to the 0. Irrespective of top or bottom, it is not able to, our algorithm is not able to pick up the delamination which is located in the exact middle. The reason could be this one. The reason is since it is a mid layer, impedance mismatch may not that good to provide the energy trapping there. That could be the reason. And we're coming to the next sensor placement. Now this time we pasted the sensors in the layer 4 5 itself. I mean top layer of the fifth one, top top side of the fifth layer. We pasted the sensors on top layer of the fifth layer. So these are the one, and it is performing okay, not as good as the other set. The sensors are placed on at top and bottom layers. And even in this case also, if we observe that the delamination, the performance for L45, there is no much improvement. Even the defect, even the sensors are placed in the same sandwich area. I mean, in between layer 4 and 5. Though irrespective of sensor placement, layer 4 5 doesn't perform better for defect identification here. I mean, the delamination which is located in layer 4 and 5 doesn't help us to identify that. So these are the POD curves. I mean, after getting the POD curves, what we have done, we kept the 90% as a threshold line. Whatever the points matching to the each line, and we are taking simply the text number. I mean, these points are the number of sensing points which obtained 90% of POD for each layer. So we know that top layer only performed for delamination which is located in between 1 and 2, 2, 3, and 3 and 4. That's why you can see only 3 points. After that, the performance is very bad. That's why I haven't drawn. For the blue one, the sensors are placed in uh, two layers. One is top side of the top layer, bottom of the back side of the bottom layer. So this is the performance, and it is almost very good, except for the the 4.5. That means the delamination is located in in between 4 and 5. Because we didn't achieve any hit there, that's why I removed that point. So this is a drawback, and you can observe that. For suppose, let's take how the sensor division happened here. This is a greater than, let's assume this point is 400 points. That means 200 points I have pasted bottom, and 200 points I have pasted top. For every trial, the placement would be random for both the top and bottom. So what we have done here is I have taken top layer one set and bottom layer one set. If top layer detected the defect, I'm calling that as a hit. And if bottom layer detected as a hit, I'm calling that also a hit. I mean, every time I'm checking the OR condition with respect to the top and bottom. Either one layer can, one sensor placement can detect the defect. And I didn't show the performance of mid layer sensors which are located in the mid layer, because nothing, no curve is better when compared to top and bottom layers here. So the performance is very bad, so I couldn't plot the optimum points to the mid layer here. So these are the things. By using top and bottom layer configuration, we are able to improve the defect identification irrespective of the depth of the delamination. But though we are unable to identify the defect, our algorithm is unable to identify the defect which is located in between layer 4 and 5. That's the only drawback now. I mean, everything is good apart from the identifying the defect which is located in 4 and 5. So this is the even if you keep the sensors in this is the mid layer, layer 4 and 5. Our sensors are also located in the same layer, and the delamination is also located in the same layer. But though you cannot identify the defect, for the POD curve for L45, for this sensor configuration, it is almost a flat curve which is parallel to the x-axis. Starting from every time it is a zero, there is no hit for irrespective of number of sensing points. It is coming from the domain side itself, because delamination in 4 and 5 actually creating two equal offs. That means impedance mismatch is not that great there in order to trap the energy. So it simply allows the wave to the other end. That's the reason. Our algorithm is actually based on the energy trapping instead of calculating the reflection. So these are the results, which is based on the two different configuration. I would say that I would prefer top and bottom layer configuration, because Using that, you can identify the defect in every location except mid layer. That means 4 and 5. Thank you for your attention. Have a great day.